Alpine's Hemp Company. Gummies, seltzers, syrups, and more. Treat yourself to the best.
Good evening and welcome into the 10 o'clock edition of the Tuesday, September 2nd, WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. We have breaking news this 10 o'clock hour. Authorities have released an update on the fatal fire in Burke County that we previously reported on. The blaze occurred Sunday at a home on Swink Street in the Antioch section of the county. According to a news release from the Burke County Sheriff's Office, one of the victims has been identified. 63-year-old Michael Curtis Halliburton of Morganton. He was found deceased inside the residence. The name of the second victim will be released after the identity is confirmed pending an autopsy. The Burke County Sheriff's Office, State Bureau of Investigation, and the Burke County Fire Marshal's Office are continuing to investigate the cause of the fire and cause of deaths of the two individuals. Multiple agencies responded and remained on the scene until the late hours Sunday night. The Sheriff's Office says no further information will be released at this time. Further updates will be released as new information becomes available. If you have any information on this case, call 828-764-9558. Continue to follow this and all stories at our website, WHKY.com. Ariana Mack has details on the death of an individual who was awaiting a transfer to prison.
That's correct, Rob. An inmate awaiting transfer to prison passed away in Alexander County. According to the Alexander County Sheriff's Office, 41-year-old Herman Eugene Williams of Hickory died Sunday in the Alexander County Detention Center. Herman, sentenced earlier this month, was awaiting transfer to the North Carolina Department of Corrections. According to our news partner, WACB, Williams was sentenced last week to serve 63 to 97 months in addition to 150 days in prison. Initially, Williams was charged with felony elude arrest with a motor vehicle, 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, 2 counts of assault on a government official, felony habitual impaired driving, and a series of misdemeanor charges. The charges were filed in connection to a reported chase with police on December 24th, 2024 in Alexander County. The North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation was requested to conduct an independent investigation, which is standard in such cases. I'm Ariana Mack reporting for WHKY News.
Thanks, Ariana, and condolences to Mr. Williams' loved ones. The Hickory Police Department is investigating a fatal motorcycle crash that occurred on Friday. Hickory police officers responded to the crash at 10:20 p.m. It involved a 2020 Kawasaki motorcycle that ran off the roadway while traveling west on Highway 70 Southeast and struck 2 vehicles parked in the parking lot of Cloninger Ford of Hickory on U.S. Highway 70 Southeast. The driver of the motorcycle, 23-year-old Elijah Jenks of the Rowan County community of Granite Quarry, was pronounced deceased at the scene. Crash scene investigators determined excessive speed was a factor in the crash. It's an ongoing investigation. If you have any information, you are asked to contact Sergeant Amanda Eford with the Hickory Police Department at 828-328-5551. The Caldwell County Sheriff's Office is investigating an incident in which it appeared a woman was forced into a vehicle that then took off. At approximately 3:20 p.m. this past Friday, a resident of the Dudley Shoals area reported seeing a white female with colored red hair standing at the intersection of Peachtree Lane and Campground Road. A black male drove up to the female and appeared to force her into his car, a silver Chevrolet SUV with discoloration to the driver's side headlight area. The vehicle left the area traveling towards the 5 Points intersection. Caldwell County Sheriff's investigators are working to locate and identify both individuals. If you have any information, you can contact the Caldwell County Communications at 828-758-2324 or Crime Stoppers. You can call them at 828-758-8300 or call 911. Firefighters in Morganton responded to a Labor Day vehicle fire Yesterday at approximately 11:10 a.m., personnel from the Morganton Department of Public Safety with mutual aid from the Salem Fire Department responded to a reported vehicle fire on the I-40 eastbound exit 103 off-ramp. Upon arrival, crews found a Ford F-250 pickup truck towing a camper parked on the shoulder of the off-ramp. Flames were visible coming from the truck's engine compartment. Firefighters were able to extinguish the fire within minutes, preventing it from spreading to the attached camper. The off-ramp was shut down for approximately 2 hours for cleanup. No injuries were reported. The North Carolina State Highway Patrol also responded to the scene. David Cedrone returns now with a report on a fatal crash over the weekend in Alexander County.
And a teen was killed in a crash over the weekend on Saturday morning in Alexander County. The 17-year-old Jacob Elijah Huffman of Hidden Heights, Saturday morning, approximately 10:50 a.m. The North Carolina State Highway Patrol responded to Sharp Mill Road near Johnson Farm Road. A 1991 Chevy S10 traveling west on Sharp Mill Road crossed the center line and collided head-on with an eastbound 2001 Ford Ranger. The driver of the S10, Jacob Elijah Huffman, passed away from his injuries at the scene. He was not wearing a seatbelt. The driver of the Ranger was transported to an area hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The initial investigation indicates speed and impairment were not contributing factors in the collision. No charges have been filed in this case. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
Thanks, David, and our condolences to Jacob Huffman's loved ones. In today's crime report, details on the search for a man in connection to an attempted fraud at a Newton bank, along with several arrests in the Hickory Metro. In local sports, Jason Savage has details on an award for the Appalachian State quarterback. In Community Focus, we'll have news from the Hickory Museum of Art with Ariana Mack and her guest. Temps reached the upper 70s today under sunny skies. Wednesday will be partly cloudy, highs in the mid-70s. More nice weather on Thursday, sunny and 80. For the latest updated weather forecast, go to our website, WHKY.com, anytime. You can also watch segments from the WHKY News at that site and read the latest news and sports every day. I'm Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.